weak dollar index means strength in metals and metal stocks. Will the script of how metal stocks will move, will it be in accordance with how it has moved in the past?
I think to some extent it will, but you have to distinguish between ferrous and non-ferrous. I think non-ferrous is where I see more value. I think that ferrous, there is there is demand also. So even if even if there is demand coming in, but there's supply also which is there, and there is, and the China factor where things are not picking up in China. So there's a lot of supply come from China. Plus, even India, a lot of supply is also coming in. But non-ferrous is one which I am more positive on, in the likes of copper, zinc. I think that is where I feel the prices will go up and they will sustain also. So that can, in return, have that kind of impact on the stocks or the companies which are dealing or which are into these non-ferrous metals.
Okay, the same question now to Naresh. Naresh, should one gear? Should one now brace themselves for a crack in metals or a rally in metal stocks?
So, not really a crack, but a rally. There is a problem in terms of the global, say, structure of base metals. But you started seeing a bottoming out case in copper as well as aluminium prices, as well as iron ore prices are back to almost pre-COVID prices. At the same time, it has not led to a fall in any of our metal companies. So if you look at it, JSW Steel is at an all-time high. Jindal Steel is not far away. Tata Steel is not very far away from a 52-week high. So the structure is positive. If you look at the Indian metal stocks, same is not the case globally. But now that global metal prices are bottoming out, there's a chance for a momentum move possible going forward. I would prefer a Hindalco, which has consolidated well. Aluminium prices are relatively better. Alumina is stronger. So I would go with Hindalco and maybe going forward look at a Nalco, which has also corrected from the top around 10 to 15%. And then maybe Vedanta, if there is a sharp cut, that stock has already done really well. If you add the dividends, the stock is not far away from an all-time high. So I would go with the pack of Hindalco and Nalco.
Kunal?
See, I maintain the bullish stance on the entire metal pack, and we were discussing this point some time back that there's change of momentum for many of these sectors. Now, when a change of momentum shapes up first, the indicators, they start to move up higher, then follows the price movement. So what we are seeing right now are 2 points. One is that the corrective phase for the metal stocks has halted. Now you don't see these metal stocks as an overall basket going through a very sharp correction. So when the market usually gets into a corrective phase, we've seen in the last 2-3 months that the metal stock gets into a sharper corrective mode. But this time around, the correction is halted, and in fact, many of the stocks on a mild recovery for the indices, you generally see these stocks coming back into a breakout mode or a recovery mode, the likes of JSPL, JSW Steel, even Hindalco to a larger extent. So I think that's the change which has happened. That should eventually trickle into stocks going into an uptrending mode. So I'm maintaining the bullish stance on the entire metal pack. As of now, the leaders from the pack in terms of price performance are JSPL and JSW Steel. But I believe sooner or later you would probably see the likes of Hindalco, even Vedanta making a very strong comeback.